The battle of the wills. Donald Trump, the US President, Dum-Dum, and Elon Musk rat. Well, you see, I just made a video, that I did, in response to a video I just watched by Secular Talk, yeah? Anyway, there's been development since I made that fucking video. Oh my God, oh crikey, this is so juicy. I'll tell you what, I'm getting a bit high on it. Yeah, I am, yeah. And I'm not on ketamine either. No. Well, you see, in the Forbes, they've done a bit of a breakdown of what's been said that they have, yes. Okay, so I thought I'd share it with you. Yes, I'm making another video. So, President Donald Trump, the US President, dum-dum, like I said, you know, the Cheeto Bandito, crikey. Oh, Tangerine Palpatine. Was it Tangerine Tyrant? Anyway, the orange one. No, President Donald Trump and Elon Musk months-long alliance imploded in spectacular fashion. Maybe it's even just karma. Maybe. For killing all those children who are relying on the HIV medication. If you know what I mean. Bastards. Anyway, so it's imploded, yeah. They're no longer... They're no longer best buds. Just put it like that, okay? The richest man in the world and the most powerful have engaged in a nasty public back and forth on their respective social media platforms. Yes, Truth Social, which is full of lies, and, well, Elon Musk's Twitter. Oh, they call it X now, don't they? How stupid is that? Formerly Twitter, yeah. Well, just months after the two formed a friendship to close Musk's sometimes slept at the White House at Donald Trump's feet. Maybe Elon Musk was also suckling on old Donny's chocolate starfish, if you know what I mean. Well, you see, after all, there's around 270-odd million he gave him. All the others only had to give him $1 million. Yeah, that's a lot of fucking chocolate starfish, that it is. Oh, we're coming for re-entry, that we are. Well, I suppose he likes his spaceships, that he do, but they keep blowing up. I suppose a bit of a backfire could happen either way, could it? You know what I mean? Depends what you've eaten. Well, you see, Vindaloo. So, just months after the two formed this friendship so close, Musk sometimes slept at the White House. And Musk endorsed... This is back on June the 5th, all right? Crikey, this was today. Well, actually yesterday, because it's now past midnight. So, oh, it's not. It is today. That was yesterday. Oh, anyway, so Musk endorsed one user's suggestion that Trump was to be impeached. When he was asked, he said yes. Impeach the Trump. I've been saying that for fucking ages. Yeah. Why wasn't he in jail in the first place? He's a fucking felon. He's a criminal. He's a 90-year-old blinking... indictment, whatever it is. So anyway, President versus Elon, yeah, it's in the red corner, in the other red corner. Who wins? My money's on Elon, they said. No. Trump can absolutely destroy Elon Musk. He can literally just take away all his subsidies. That'll be SpaceX gone, and that'll be Tesla gone. Oh yeah, by the way, they've already taken out the subsidy for the EVs, haven't they? So I suppose Elon's not that happy. No. Well, Trump should be impeached, and J.D. Vance should replace him. Well, I think J.D. Vance is pretty much there because of Elon Musk, isn't he? Now, what we've got to remember is, so is Donald Trump. Donald Trump wouldn't be the President of the United States if it wasn't for Elon Musk and his money, would he? No. After all, Elon Musk, he did jump around on the stage, didn't he, and showed us his belly. That's enough to get anyone's fucking vote, ain't it? Huh? And more recently with the chainsaw of another fucking fascist in Argentina. You know how it goes. Well, 3 p.m. Musk alleged on X, without evidence, mind you, that the reason the White House has yet to fully release the Epstein files dealing with the FBI's investigation into the late disgraced former financier Jeffrey Epstein is because golden showers. Yes, Donald Trump is implicated in them. Now, I think that's a foregone conclusion, to be fair. I really do, all right? Why? Otherwise, you would actually just publish them, wouldn't you? Not the dodgy little set of papers that are handed to these so-called influencers. Yeah. Well, anyway, Musk said it's such an obvious lie and so sad in response to Trump claiming that he asked him to leave the White House because he was wearing thin. Well, I suppose Elon Musk has outstayed his welcome after, maybe even because a shitload of money that was paid. I can't remember which one it is now, but anyway, in a state where somebody got in and Elon Musk tried to get somebody else in. It didn't work, did it? No. Elon Musk isn't very popular, is he? No. Everybody hates him now. Yeah. They all think he's just a Nazi, if you know what I mean. Because he is. He wasn't giving us fucking art. No, he was doing his old Nazi, you know. Well, it says wearing thin and it took away his EV mandate. Oh, damn. What a shame. Causing the Tesla CEO to go crazy. Referring to a provision in Trump's policy bill that would phase out EV tax credits by 2026. Now, let's be fair to Trump on this one. Trump made it pretty bloody clear during his campaign that EV cars were just a complete utter con, and also the windmills, killing the birds. I don't know where to go with that one. Anyway. The easiest way to save money in our budget, billions and billions of dollars, is to terminate Elon's governmental subsidies and contracts, Trump wrote. Adding, I was always surprised that Biden didn't do it. I suppose it was useful. And also there was an environmental, agenda. So they should bloody well be. We are destroying the planet, that we are. Everyone's eating food and cooking with utensils and stuff that are full of PFAs, and it's making their sperm swim round in fucking circles. That's why we got a low fertility rate. If you don't believe me on that one, check it out for yourself. That is what has been found out by real scientists. Okay? Our sperm is bent. Alright, there you go. So Musk said, without me, Trump would have lost the election. Oh, but that went the wrong way, didn't it? Anyway, would have lost the election, and Democrats would control the House, and the Republicans would have a more narrow majority in the Senate after Musk donated more than $250 million toward the Trump campaign. See, this is just corruption anyway. It's all about corruption. Look at what Musk has done. He's managed to get rid of all the blinking organisations that are there to protect the people when there is dodgy corporations such as Elon Musk's shitting on people, like what's going on in Mississippi with his fucking supercomputer poisoning the air because all those fucking turbines on the bloody roof. So, I continue. 12:25 p.m. Musk accused Trump of lying, saying that he didn't turn on the bill after the EV tax credit was removed. False. This bill was never shown to me once and was passed in the dead of night. So why should he show it to you? You're not in the... Well, sort of were already. It appeared that Donald Trump was really working for you, Elon. That's what it looked like, didn't it? But, you know... well, the bromance has ended, yeah. No Brokeback Mountain for them. No. Oh, blimey. Double whammy. Well, you see, crikey. Hot lunch, anybody? So, false, this bill was never shown to me even once, and was passed in the dead of night so fast, and almost no one in Congress could even read it. That is actually true. Now, Trump making his first comments on Musk's criticism of the bill during an Oval Office press conference, insinuating that the Tesla CEO opposed his One Big Beautiful Bill Act, which Musk has been ranting about all week because he is so upset. The electric vehicle incentive was removed. Now, to be fair, I'm not happy about it being removed. Like I said before, I'm not happy with it being removed because at the end of the day, we've got to do what we can do, all right? Okay, the corporation has got control again, but we need to, at least with electric cars, you can produce your own electricity like I do, you know? Now, Trump's also suggested that Musk is suffering from what he refers to as the TRS. Some people have said that to me. Trump derangement syndrome. Oh, is it a real thing? No, actually, it's not. It's called people who have woken up to Trump. So Musk is most a direct attack on Trump amid his days-long rant against the policy bill. He reposted a 2013 tweet from Trump that said he was in disbelief and embarrassed that Republicans were extending the debt ceiling, capturing the repost to wise words after Trump said Wednesday the debt limit should be entirely scrapped. Why? So we get more money for fucking ice. Because they're running out of money. That's where all the money's going, you know that, don't you? It's all going towards deporting people. Well, actually not deporting them, actually it's trafficking, let's be honest. So, into work camps. He said here, I think we should get rid of all the credits, Musk said in December when asked by a reporter on the Capitol Hill if he supports getting rid of the electric vehicle tax credit. The House passed version of the bill, and obviously he wasn't very happy about it, no. And some EV by 2026. And it's about 7,500 in taxes, I think it is, something like that. You get, you get paid. It's not a credit. But the big number is the $2.4 trillion that's being increased in the debt. Yeah. The federal debt. So that's how much the bill would add to the federal debt over the next decade, according to an estimate by the non-partisan Congressional Budget Office released on Wednesday. That the estimate it would cost $4.2 trillion, and mostly from tax cuts. And don't forget, all right, whenever you increase the debt, all right, you're paying more interest. It's not free money, is it? So I get that. There is a problem with that. But the best way to make the debt more manageable is to make trade easier. And Donald Trump is doing the opposite. Donald Trump is increasing the tariffs. Well, 50% over steel and whatever imports. It's just screwing over US businesses. They can't operate like this. They don't know what's round the corner. He has a whim that he does. I think what happens is he has a hernia on the old golden toilet. You know, when he's squeezing the old turtle head out, and he struggles a little bit and then has a brain fart at the same time. Yeah, that goes out the wrong end for his brain, if he's so. Okay, it's just a conclusion of my own, alright? It's not based on fact or logic. Maybe logic. A crucial quote by Elon was, Trump was, I'm very disappointed in Elon. I've helped Elon a lot. I stood there on the green, I did, and I tried to sell his cards. That I did. I liked the red one. Now, Trump said while sitting next to the German Chancellor, Friedrich Merz. Yes, Friedrich Merz was in the White House. Luckily, I didn't see, from what I could see, there wasn't any derogatory moments like there was for the South African president and also the hero, Zelensky, Vladimir Zelensky. I lose my voice, I am. So, key background, Musk, who left his White House role on Friday, has fired off dozens of tweets this week attacking Trump's policy bill, especially today. He says, I'm sorry, but I just can't stand it anymore. Yeah, I did a video about that last night. Oh, crikey. He said, can't stand it anymore. Musk wrote on Tuesday on X, in his initial post bashing the legislation, calling it a massive, outrageous, Portfield-discussing abomination. Musk attacked the Trump directly over the bill for the first time since he began his days-long rant, moments before Trump sat down with Merz by reposting the president's 2013 tweet about the debt ceiling. So there you go. Shit is hitting the fan nowadays. Anyway, if you want to support the channel, you do it on Patreon or buy us coffee. The links are down below. Like I said, it's the second video I've made on this in literally, well, as long as it took me to make the videos, one after the other. So we'll put this one straight up as well. So I just find that it's juicy, isn't it? Let's be honest, it's juicy. But also, like I said in my last video, let's remember those who are actually suffering from the consequence, who are the consequences, or they're suffering the consequences of this, well, obviously of the bill. Those who are going to lose their Medicaid, Medicare, and also the disabled, and it's just, I was watching a podcast earlier by, I should shave my head, look, by a geezer who's, I think he's got Down syndrome, And he was a lovely lad, but he was in tears. He was so scared and worried. And the thing that keeps him going is his little podcast and stuff. And although it's a very popular little podcast, so he's a nice chap. And he does it with another little Down syndrome woman. Clever. They're bright sparks. And really, they're just worried they're going to lose their care because he needs a lot of help. Care and what have you and stuff like that, because there's stuff they can't do. Now, my dear wife, she used to care for a little girl who had what was his Down syndrome? I can't remember now. But anyway, who had suffocated in the womb, or a lack of oxygen in the womb. So it affected not her brain, but affected her body. She can't walk basically, and she looked after this little girl in school, what have you. But the funding is essential. The care is essential. Now, this girl now has got degrees, what have you, and she's in full-time work. And she's in a wheelchair. In Trump's world, she wouldn't have a job. That's how disgusting these people are. Absolutely horrendous. Oh, DEI and all that, you see. I just find it flabbergasting. Now, if you don't know me, all right, my son is disabled, okay? Or one of my sons is disabled. I've got 6 kids. And, yes, and he needs help. He needs help with the cleaning. He needs some mobility help. He needs additional help with regarding getting about, regarding taxis and stuff like that. And because the UK government has also made cuts and restructuring the PIPS payment, which is personal independence payments. So he's worried at the moment because you've got to get 4 in each category or something. And clearly he should be able to get it anyway, but because he's obviously disabled. But there's a lot of people who have problems, including myself actually, because I have fibromyalgia. There's periods that's why my voice is going, and I have periods I'm in horrendous pain. I'm dosed up with actual tramadol right this moment because my knees are killing me, and my back is killing me, and my left arm is killing me. I get pain in the moves around my body. It's nerve pain. I'm taking duloxetine and taking all these different medications. If it wasn't the fact that I was in France, whose healthcare is absolutely brilliant, I might be well, actually, in the UK it's not too bad, I suppose, really, but not as quick as France. Nowhere near. It's very, very, very quick care. Put it like this: if I want a blood test, I can either call up the nurse, and they would come to the house and take a blood test. And I'll probably get it the next day. But if I want to, I can go to the clinic myself with my prescription for my blood test. I go from a doctor, and we don't have to wait long for that either. And then I would get my blood test results that same day if the result didn't require more time. So it just works, it just works. And if it wasn't for the fact that we were getting good, I would have been hell of a play. I wouldn't be able to function, The duloxetine, which is actually it's actually a depressant, is actually what it is, but it's for nerve pain. So yeah, anyone who says fibromyalgia ain't a thing, you need to get head tested. I just hope you don't ever get it because, quite frankly, it's horrendous. It can really, really lay you up. It's big time. It's not pleasant. Anyway, that's enough about me anyway. But if you would beep the like button, if you want to support the channel, you do it on Patreon and buy us a coffee and what have you. You might feel a dog one or two, medication, God knows what else. Also, there's just beep the like button and maybe share our videos. Oh, will you please share our videos? Because I keep getting demonetised. Yeah, because they say naughty words. They don't like it. Yes, because they say it's not ad-friendly, they say. Yeah, they still put ads on it. I just don't get paid. Fucking con men. Anyway, toodaloo. I'm going to go to bed now because it's like, midnight.